Hello, third grade. Today we're going over finding elapsed time, which means we're going to be working with the word problems for the next 2 days. So it might take us a little longer to work, but that's okay because we're learning, and that means that we are growing. So let's talk about steps to find elapsed time. What is elapsed time? It is the total amount of time that passes from the starting time to the ending time. So when you start something and when you finish something, how much time did you spend doing that? So you could find the elapsed time of I started school at this time and I ended school at this time. How much time did I spend in school? So let's go over a problem. David and Julie went to a concert in the park. The concert in the park started at 11:15 a.m. and ended at 1:50 p.m. How long did the concert last? Well, our start time was 11:15 a.m. and our end time was 1:50 p.m. So we want to figure out what is in between. Step 1, we're going to create a Tchart. So make sure that you have a notebook with you because we're going to be writing in our notebook for today. On the Tchart with the start time on the left side and the end time on the right side. So here's my start time, here's my end time, and here's my Tchart. So it just looks like a big T. 11:15 a.m. and 1:50 p.m. So now my next step, now that I made my chart and I wrote down my hours, we're going to add hours to the start time. Add only 1 hour at a time, and be careful, we do not want to pass our end time. We need to make a record each hour in the bank on the right side of the Tchart. So it's going to look like this. 11:15 plus 1 hour, so here my hours, gives me 12:15 p.m., which is, I added 1 hour. So now let's add another hour. On my clock after 12, I have the 1:15 p.m. Now we want to add, that's another hour, so I'm writing how many hours I'm adding and writing it out over here. But if I added another hour, it would be 2:15, which is past 1:50. So that's already too long. So I know it's in more than 2 hours, but less than 3 hours. So now we want to add the minutes. So we have our 2 hours, now we have 1:15, but we have to make it to 1:50. So we're going to add minutes to the time just like we added the hours, but we're going to only start with 10 minutes at a time. Again, we have to be careful we don't pass the end time. We don't want to pass 1:50. If you are close, then you can add 5 minutes or 1 minute at a time so you don't go over. Stop when you reach the end time and record your minutes in the bank. This is our bank over here. So we're going to add our 10 minutes, and you can add 15 plus 10. So we see the tens places changing, so 1:25 p.m. But we're not there yet, so we keep adding 10. 10 plus 25 is 35, and you can even add on your fingers. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So that was 10 minutes to get to 1:35. But we can add 10 more. So 1:45, that's 10 more minutes. So if I add 10 more minutes to 1:45, that's 1:55, which is too many because we don't want to go past 1:50. But I can add 5 more to get to 1:50. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So 5 more minutes. And now we have reached our end time. We're done. So now this is all the time between 11:15 to 1:50 p.m. Now we have to add it all up. So let's add the time in the bank. We have our 1 hour plus 1 hour, so that's 2 hours, and then our 10, 20, 30, 35 minutes. So I see my 2 hours, my 35 minutes, and then that gives me a total of 2 hours and 35 minutes. And if you need to, remember, you can use your paper and add it out. So my minutes gives me a total of 35. And remember, this is how much time has passed. This is how long the concert was. 2:35 is not going to be the hour on the clock. It's just saying this is how much time the concert was. From 1:15 to 1:50 p.m., it is 2 hours and 35 minutes. The elapsed time is 2 hours and 35 minutes. And now you know how to find elapsed time. But we're going to go over some examples over our homework. For the next 2 days, we're going to be going over elapsed time word problems. So make sure that you bring out a notebook to write on and to help you with your problems. So if Nate began sweeping the living room floor at 9:30 a.m., he finished at 10 a.m. How long did it take Nate to sweep the whole room? So remember, I'm going to draw my paper, a Tchart. On my Tchart, I have my start time, my 9:30 to my 10 o'clock. But I'm going to go up by 10 minutes because if I go up by an hour, 10:30, it's already past my end time. So I'm going to write 9:40. That's plus my 10 minutes. But I'm not there yet, so I'm going to go 9:50 plus 10 minutes. And now if I add 10 more, that adds me to 10 o'clock, which is my end time. So that gives me a total of 10, 20, 30. It took him a total of 30 minutes to sweep his whole room. So 0 hours, 30 minutes. All right, so make sure to take your time reading it and make sure to practice with your Tchart so you know this is your start time, your end time, and you can count out to see how many minutes it took you to do something. Yes, it might take a while, but that's okay. That's why we're learning. All right, thank you and have a good rest of your day. Bye.